hi.
You know, I really like the song intro. It's kind of like our thing.
At least it's not.
It's funny.
The song that used to play anymore. I did not like that song.
What the
Chit chat. Oh, I didn't mean to say that.
Chit chat.
I really did not mean to swear. Anyways, so hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Looking at my phone. I'm putting my phone away.
Looking at my
You're looking
4
at,
cents.
Where did you get 4 cents? Why
in
do you
my
have 4
pocket?
cents
I don't even know. Well, I know I have 4 cents because my husband gave me money today, and I had to use it all on chicken processing because I went to pick up
nearly as fun.
the chickens. I drove to Amish country today, and it made me think. I really do like Amish country. It's such a slow paced life.
It is, but I don't think I would enjoy it.
Well, not to live there forever.
No,
but I don't know. Like I don't know. I told everybody in the market today, I'm like, I'm going to Amish country. I'm going to pick up my chickens, and then I'm going to go to the vineyard, and I'm going to drink wine.
That
and
part
have
I would be
lunch,
completely in for.
Then I'm going to go buy my spices and shop. And
did you do any of that?
No, but I did make one stop.
Where did you stop?
So it was only 5 minutes out of the way. So I got my birds. I got my fuel ahead of time, picked up my birds. I thought it was going to rain. So I put the chicken crates in the back and put the chicken inside. Mm-hmm. And so then my father-in-law loves Koblentz's chocolate. It's like his favorite thing. So I drove to go get him chocolate.
What is it called?
Koblentz or Koblentz. I don't know how you say it. It's a chocolate place.
I don't know what it is.
It's just a chocolate shop, and they make really good chocolates. And his favorite are the chocolate-covered peanuts, like the clusters.
Interesting. That is
so I buy
nice
them for
of you.
him, and Nancy doesn't know about it.
It's like a thing you have.
Yeah, but she found the last ones.
Oh, is that funny?
He hid them.
So did he get in trouble?
So
or did you get in trouble?
No, she's found them, and she said, "Who bought you these?" And then I think he said me, and then she told me that she found the little treat that I bought for Jim because I got him 6 last time, but I got him way more this time. And so he better hide him in a better spot.
So there's a bug. Ooh! This is like when my father-in-law, I mean, total opposite of what my father-in-law does versus your father-in-law. And he would smoke and hide cigarettes everywhere. And so if you bought him more, now he can hide them in multiple places. So if she finds one, he'll have extras.
Box. So what he should just do is keep the box in his car.
Right.
His truck.
That's like what my father-in-law used to keep cigarettes in his car. It's the same thing. Totally.
Yeah. And then I got my dad these coconut bonbons that he loves. So I did that. And then I went to McDonald's, which I have not been to McDonald's, but I was so hungry. I think I drank so much caffeine that I was jittery.
Oh, you needed something.
So I'm like, I need something to eat.
What did you order?
Oh, this is crazy. So the only funny thing is that I was going to pay cash. And I'm like, would I tell Bill that I went to McDonald's? Because it's kind of gross. Like McDonald's is gross.
Yeah, but it's pretty good.
So
I haven't had
I don't
it in
even
years.
like French fries, and I ate the whole medium French fry.
I have not had McDonald's.
Why don't you have French fries? You can have French fries.
Well, so technically, like if you were
celiac
and like really, really gluten-free, like really, really strict about it, you would not be able to eat the French fries there because they're fried in the same oil as other things. But I can eat the French fries. So I don't go and order myself French fries, but when I buy my children McDonald's, I eat their French fries.
I don't think I've been to a McDonald's the entire year.
Oh, so my kids get it like on the way home from sports. We'll I would say maybe once every couple weeks, we'll run through the drive-thru and get them McDonald's. But
we just don't go.
Have not had McDonald's. Oh my God. Like I would kill for like a quarter pounder with cheese.
That's what my mom likes.
Oh, it's like my favorite thing, but I don't like onions.
So I felt much better. But the funny thing was, is that was that good?
He got a spicy chicken. Also, when I was pregnant with Sam, I was obsessed with McChicken sandwiches.
Oh, those are good.
And like I was so obsessed they were $1 at the time. I would make Tom just brought me a glass of wine.
Shrinkflation.
Yeah, really. No joke.
Thank you, Tom.
They were $1 at the time, and I would make Tom go through the drive-through on the way out to dinner somewhere. Like we would we would be like going somewhere out to dinner with friends when I was pregnant. And I would literally go through. Do you remember that, Tom? And
but maybe you didn't eat as much at dinner.
No, I think I did.
Oh.
It's weird. I gained a lot of weight with that pregnancy.
Well, Bill told me the funny thing was that I'm like, oh, I'm going through the drive-thru. I'm in line right now at McDonald's. And he's like, well, that's funny because I was just at McDonald's. So he was getting something for lunch too. But I guess the line was so long. And then the mums were there. And so he had to boycott the McDonald's.
I called him and said that they're here. And he's like, oh, I'll be there in 12. I think he said 12 minutes. I'll be there or something like that.
So He didn't actually get it, but I'm like, well, that's really funny because I was at McDonald's too, but I had to get some French fries. I was just like,
No, but I'm picky because they're hit or miss. Like if they're good, they're good.
They were salty,
hot and salty, they're so
warm.
Good. Oh, I love it.
It was good. So that's what I did.
That is exciting.
I got home and then just hit the ground running with all the other things. So that was kind of my day. This morning, actually, it was interesting. I don't know if you got to meet her or not, but we had a Supreme Court justice candidate at the farm because we had met her at the state fair. Actually, Parker toured.
Listen, I'm not anybody. When someone comes to the farm, I steer clear. They don't.
Well, you would have just thought she was a normal person. She was like in shorts and tennis shoes.
I mean, I saw you guys talking, but I didn't.
But she met us at the state fair, and her kids, which is really kind of the fun thing. So, like some of these politicians go places and they like get escorted around. And she's like, I want to come to the state fair because I've never been to the state fair and my kids love animals. So she's like, I want my kids to see all the animals. Mm-hmm. And so Parker was their tour guide. And so took him around to all the animals. And so Parker tried to get out of school today. Ew, that's a big bug. I think Parker tried to get out of school because he's like, well, Megan is my friend and I think I should show her around the farm. And we're like, actually, that is a very valid point, Parker. She'd probably enjoy it better. Mm-hmm. And anyways, but we're like, you still have to go to school. So anyways, but her kids really loved seeing all the animals and all the things. So she just stopped by because she was in the area. And of course I gave her a little apple cider slush.
Oh, that's
good. She had to
good.
try that. So then I left that. And then so today was like basically a whole loss.
Well, but you were productive. You got stuff done.
Ugh. That's the worst part about being an animal farmer is going to pick up your product at the butcher. Like driving it there, coming home, driving back to pick it up, coming back. That's a lot of extra time. It's my least favorite thing about raising animals.
I would not know. Yeah. So I went this past weekend. I just thought of it. I went to Patterson last week.
Tell everybody why.
For Leadership Geauga.
You were on Instagram. You were on the post.
I was.
Yeah, Campbell liked it.
Oh, I didn't even see it. We had our retreat there, and I will say, like
for Leadership Geauga.
I said for Leadership.
Okay, but she's in the class of Leadership Geauga. Danna is.
Yeah, it's fine. So I went, and it's quite funny because everyone is telling me that they, it's like a joke that it's haunted at Patterson, and so I was like, okay, whatever, laugh, just kind of laughing about it, whatever. Although one lady definitely was very, very serious. Like she was very into it. But anyways.
What do you call that when people really believe? What's it called?
There is something, I don't know.
Paranormal state or something.
And what was really funny is I totally was having like a normal conversation. And not that she was not normal. She was very normal, but she clearly believes in this. And not that I don't believe, but I'm like, I don't really think it's haunted. So anyways, we stayed in cabins. Well, we're supposed to stay with another person, and so two people share a cabin and you get like your own bedroom within the cabin. And I was like kind of not looking.
Wait, time out. There's a bedroom with like you don't even have to sleep in like the same room.
No, it's like a little house. Not a big deal at all, right?
Yeah, not a big
deal. But I still was like, I don't really want to stay with someone I don't know.
Yeah, that's part of it though.
Right. And so it turns out
would have been good for you.
I would have been fine. The lady that I was supposed to stay with was very, very kind, and I had no problem with her whatsoever. But there are two bugs that are flying around us. One is a stink bug, and one is whatever that is.
A mayfly or a mosquito.
I don't think is it a mosquito? Can you get this bug, Tom? Oh.
That's a mayfly.
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
Oh, it flew up. So anyways,
got it.
So she
oh no, wait, let it loose. I thought I killed it.
So she is a nurse.
Here comes Tom with the assault rifle.
I'm not doing that thing. No.
The assault rifle.
She ended up being on call and she couldn't stay overnight. So I was like so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got this cabin to myself. This is wonderful. And it was all fun and games until we had like an after. So we had this alumni dinner where the alumni from Leadership Geauga come and you get to ask them questions, and you are purposely sat at dinner in your assigned seats where other alumni who had the same project day as you.
What's your project day?
My project day is government. So each day for basically every month for the next 10 months, I will go on a Friday. I know this is a lot. It is a very time-consuming commitment. I am excited for it. I think it will be great.
Which you pay to participate in.
You do pay to participate in. You have your business can sponsor you. But you do pay to participate in this. And It is a very cool experience. I was a little worried after the first day of orientation that I wasn't going to enjoy it, and then I really enjoyed the retreat. So it was good. But nonetheless, you have this alumni dinner where you sit with alumni that have had the same project day as you. So mine was government, so that you can pick their brain, like learn about what they did to do. So we have to we'll have a meal with an elected official within Geauga County, and we will have to go or have the opportunity to go to different places within Geauga County. There's like an agriculture day. There's a, business day. Like there's all different types of whatever industries are within Geauga County, there's so many businesses in Geauga County. So we had a great dinner. After dinner, everybody kind of migrates to the bar, right? There's a bar at Punderson.
Danna's feeling at home.
I'm like, yeah, and we're with my people. So it was great. Like, it really was wonderful. It was very nice. Like, everybody kind of hung out for for a couple hours, actually. And it's probably about 10:30, and the bartender comes around, and she's like, okay, last call. So I'm like, okay, time to go back to the cabin. Like, I'm done for the night. And apparently other people went to a cabin and hung out later till almost 1 a.m. It was a good life decision that I made to go back to my cabin alone, except that I'm laying in bed and there is a tree above my cabin. Acorns are falling all night long.
It's like our barn.
I hear them, and everyone's telling you it's haunted. And then you hear the acorns and you're like, I'm in this cabin alone. All these things that I thought were so great, not so great anymore. Like, I kind of would have cuddled with a perfect stranger at this point. I was so nervous. But it was all good.
And you can sleep naked and you can poop in peace.
She did tell me this, which I did both. It was great.
Sounds good to me.
It was wonderful.
I don't get scared by much. In fact, someone who works at our bakery, there's limited choices here at this point.
Right, narrow it down. You just said the bakery.
Said they cannot believe that when I have to fill in for a shift or something, that I walk in the middle of the night from my house to the market.
So funny you should say that.
I'm like, what do you want me to do? Drive?
Okay, so are you ready for this? I do not so there are very few days of the year that I have to go in really, really early, but there are occasional. And on Mondays, I go in during season, I go in really, really early because I do payroll on Mondays instead of Sunday nights, because by Sunday night, my brain is fried during season. So I go home, I get a good night's sleep, and I wake up super early and go to the market, and I go work in my office. And my office is in another building, so I have to walk over there.
It's not far.
It's not far. It's 100 feet, 200 feet maybe. It is not far at all. I don't like, going out to my car.
What's going on?
I know. Ooh!
There's part of it. There's the legs.
Remind me that's right
bombed.
There. The legs are literally right here. I don't even like going out to my car in my own driveway at 5 o'clock in the morning when I go to work.
Huh.
And then when I get to work, I go in the market, and our bakery people are already there, whatever. So I go in and I get my paperwork that I need from Bill's office to go to my office.
You drive down there.
I don't drive down there.
I was going to say.
I hate walking down there, though.
I don't. It's so beautiful and peaceful.
So want to know what I hate? I am deathly afraid a skunk is going to come out and get me.
Oh.
I have panic attacks about
it. A skunk? I would be worried about the snakes.
That's not okay, because now I'm worried about those.
There's not a lot I worry about.
Although I did know that about you. One time we were walking in the park and a snake was in our path, and it didn't even do a thing for me.
I don't like snakes.
And you about freaked. I think I did know that about you.
No.
But but I will tell you, what? With snakes? Yeah, no, I used to be much more concerned. But if one crossed my path, I wouldn't freak out. Kristin freaked out. I am.
Black snakes are the
Well, we
worst.
had 2 black rat snakes when we first moved in here, and I did want to move away.
You obviously
there are
have
always
another.
2, and sure enough, there were 2.
Creepy things. I don't know.
I am
scares
definitely
me.
afraid that a skunk is going to just jump out and spray me.
A skunk is not going to spray you.
How do you know?
Well,
why are you so sure?
But why is it going to be? You'll see it before you. It's not if it's over here and you're walking. It's not coming after you to spray you. How do you know? Because it's not.
It could happen.
It's not.
Okay. Well, you're going to be the one having to take over for my job when I go home because I got sprayed by a skunk.
Yeah, well, I'll do that for you.
You're running payroll.
You're not going to get sprayed by a skunk.
I'm just saying it's my biggest fear in life.
Well, that's not a bad fear.
Not only is that my biggest fear, it's also my fear that my dogs get sprayed.
Well, that happened.
And it has not, I feel like I shouldn't even say this out loud.
You shouldn't.
I'm just not going to. But anyways, I'm very afraid that I'm going to get sprayed by a skunk. So on Monday morning when I'm walking and you see me, if you see me run, it's because I'm afraid of a skunk.
On a paved path, by the way.
It's a paved path. It's not like I'm walking through the forest to get to my office.
I go to the barn first, and then I'll walk across from the barn through the playground to the market. Mm-hmm. That's when I'm afraid I'm going to see a skunk. Like, I'm not going to see. A snake is going to be there.
Like, there are bushes in there. Like, what if a skunk jumped out and got me? I am so afraid of skunks, you guys.
They're really cute.
No, I am definitely.
Have you seen a baby skunk?
I don't want to.
They're very cute.
Can they spray me?
This is another weird thing. We were talking about, like, weird stories. Danna thinks that bats aren't real.
I don't think they exist. They're birds.
They're birds. Like, First of all.
When you see something fluttering in the evening,
that is
a bird.
Bats actually up close are really gross, and they have little fangs.
Because they're fake.
And they carry lots of diseases. No. So if you see a bat, you shouldn't touch it.
Yeah, because they're not real.
I can't believe you think they're not real. I
of course know that they're real, but I like to say that they are not. I tell myself they are not real, and that they are not a real thing, and that they only live in the zoo exhibit at the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo.
Where they hang upside down.
Because they are kind of cool to see in there. But that's the only place that they really are.
Most barns have bats.
No, they don't. Not yours.
Ours does not, actually. We just have cute little barn swallows which hatched and made a nasty little nest.
Okay. You know what we have not talked about that since last week, because we recorded the day before. You were on the news last week.
Oh, well, yeah, but that was nothing very exciting. We're going to be on the news next Friday too, by the way.
Did he finally call them back?
The Fox people?
Oh, no.
These are different people. They're going to like pre-record their show.
No,
the news was fine. We had a nice new news anchor. We could send our podcast to David. He's new from the Chicago area. He's actually Jewish, Danna. These are people.
Literally no point in saying that.
No, because his last name is Greenberg.
Greenberg.
And I don't know. I don't know that every Jewish family's name,
if their
but
last
Greenberg
name ends in Berg, you're Jewish.
I didn't really know that.
It's like if your last name ends in a vowel, you're Italian.
Okay. Well, he thought I was Italian.
You could pass for it.
I've never in my life been like thought that I was Italian.
You could pass for it looks wise.
So just because of the dark hair.
Yes.
But anyways, he's a very cute kid. He has a cute little girlfriend who is also in broadcasting. They're living in different cities.
I think he's fantastic.
But he held a chicken for the first time. And he held a chick for the first time. He was fun, and he made donuts, and he really was entertaining making the donuts. I think he's going to be good for Cleveland news.
Yeah.
Because I think he's fun, but yet he's serious for the news
but
side.
Like WKYC, which is Channel 3 News, it's NBC, it's an NBC affiliate. Yeah. Like, they're a big station in Cleveland. So, like, that's a great job. Like, that is a great, like, for enter into the market job. Like,
he worked at a station, I think, in Chicago.
But like for Cleveland, that is like a great job. Like,
he'll be good. And he's got a good personality. So I think he'll be really nice.
I spoke with him on the phone. Like when he first called, I had talked to him for quite some time on the phone. He was so personable. Like he was so friendly. I was super impressed with him. He was really nice. Not that I have like a ton of experience in that at all, because I have zero.
The ones that I think are really funny are the cameramen.
Oh,
they're the real entertainers behind the.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
So yeah, the news is, I used to want to be a news anchor, and
well, you are very natural.
Yeah, but I would never want to do that now.
Really?
No.
Why?
I don't think so. The hours are crazy.
Oh, for sure.
I don't think you get paid a whole lot until you are a nightly 6 p.m. anchor or something. And I don't want to do that. I just want to go straight to the Today Show. Hoda's retiring,
gone, so maybe
I'll just fill in. Maybe I'll just be the co-host with Jenna Bush Hager.
That Hoda's gone.
When is she leaving?
Not till 2025.
Next year.
Yeah, not till next year.
But good for her, because her girls are getting older. She deserves it.
I want to spend time. My parents are getting older. My daughters are getting older. And she is what they say is like a sandwich generation. Yeah. So she wants time with her parents.
She's got little kids for 60.
She's got really little kids for 60. Yeah. So
I like her.
It's great.
I feel like she's a really normal person, and I wish her the best.
I love the Today Show because I love. We've talked about this before. I love Savannah.
I'm not such a good Savannah fan.
I like Savannah.
She's way too liberal for me.
Oh, she's super liberal, but I like her personality wise. Like I do enjoy her
struggling with
personality.
That. You know what I don't love about the news? And you can say it either way, because Fox News would be more to the right.
100%.
You have to listen to all the stations to get the real story. I am so over all of the political ads. Like literally.
Do you know that whenever something happens like politically in in the world or whatever. Tom always makes fun of me because I do tend to have the Today Show on in the morning.
I do. I like the Today Show too.
So I definitely do feel that NBC is obviously a little bit more of a liberal affiliate or a liberal news station. And it is kind of funny because sometimes he makes fun of me. I'll laugh. I'll be like, let's flip over to Fox so we can get the other side.
Yeah, but you have to watch
both
so you can get
because like there's two sides to every story. Like that's truly like what happens there.
Well, I told Bill today that I do not feel like any of these candidates, their commercial ads are resonating with me. I don't like them. And so Bill said, do you really feel like they're trying to reach you? No, they're not trying to reach you. You're not the market
they're trying to reach.
You're not the market they're trying to reach.
You're not.
And I'm like, well, somebody should have pulled me because I would tell both campaigns that they should revamp their strategy.
But you are a voter that is set in your, who you're going to vote for.
Interestingly enough, I do know, but I will tell you that there's a race in Ohio that I've never voted for a Democrat. But I am not a huge fan. So you're willing to vote for the person
versus the side.
Yeah,
so
like if we're talking social issues, this is not, our Senate race is not a social issue for me. So I am tired of hearing about the social issues.
Right.
Tired. I don't want to hear anything else about these social issues. Tell me what you're going to do to be the best candidate.
The other side of that is, let's say that you do have someone that does not know who they're going to vote for and they're really conflicted. Do you think that this TV ad is going to really sway these people?
So I think, so I said this earlier, and I mean this in the nicest way. I feel like they're going after the voter who, and uneducated is not the right word.
No, but it's true. Someone that doesn't do their research and said, I saw on TV that they said X, Y, and Z about this guy.
And that hits me, so I'm going to vote for that person.
Correct. And there might be something that tweaks just enough.
I just don't like it. It's so nasty, so mean. I feel for their families.
I hate election years.
I always think about their kids and their spouses, and I just don't like it. I'm so glad that my husband is not like actually in politics. He's in farm politics, farm ticks.
He's in enough.
There's a lot of ticks.
He's in enough for sure. But yeah, I would never for sure want to be married to someone in politics. Like,
it's so nasty.
No. So this is, we're totally over time.
We're totally out, but that's okay.
Whatever.
No, say it.
No, I was going to laugh about your husband being like the most like even keel person I know. So he probably would actually be very good in politics, even though I don't think he should enter into politics. And I'm laughing because this week we are in the process of purchasing a car from his ex-wife, and he is brokering the deal. And I'm like, this is the most even like, and it's very, we are friendly with his ex-wife and totally fine with that. But it's so funny because we're like, everyone just wants
my
to
husband
be
went car shopping with his ex-wife.
He did. Like, I love this. I think it's hilarious to me. I think it's
great.
I know you love it.
I really don't care, but I'm like, really? Like,
he is literally brokering the deal. I told him he needs to take 10% off the top.
He told me he doesn't want to be in the middle of the text.
That's what he told me. He said, I want off the text.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
He's loving being on the text.
You love being on this text.
Don't
even joke like you're not.
Totally.
He's just sitting there like, ooh,
what's she going to say? What's he going to say?
Well, I wonder why they're not responding.
And meanwhile, like, I don't even know what's going on. When I tell you I am out of this, like, so Tom texted me today and said, we're going to make the deal on Thursday. I have to meet Mindy. So it's like, hey, Bill.
Can you notarize your documents?
Well, probably, I know. I think I can actually for something like this. It can't be on certain things. I can't. But it's very funny because I said, Bill, did you hear that? Or I didn't say, did you hear? I said, they're going to go like swap out, do the cars on Thursday. And he goes, yeah, I know. And I'm like, I'm the one that doesn't know. How am I the one that knows nothing about this? But Bill knows everything about this deal. This
Bill
is very typical.
Everything about everything. We haven't even got to talk about our church directory pictures last night.
Oh, yeah, you didn't tell me about those. We can go a little over. Tell me about your church directory.
They were ridiculous.
Can we just discuss that this is not a thing that our church does?
Okay, first of all, this is 2024.
Like,
and the
our
fact
church
that we're
does
having
not
like a church directory. So it's nice in the sense that you could like see who people are. Because if you don't go to the same service, you don't know who they are. I'd like to know what percentage of people
is there like a book that
actually,
is sent out?
I'm assuming there's going to be a book.
Yeah.
Or hopefully there's an app like where you can just like look
I don't
through
think they have an app, but they probably have a website. Maybe it's on the website, like a link.
Well, they ran so far behind. So our picture slot was until 8:30. We didn't get our picture taken until like 9.
And was it your whole family or just you and Bill?
Oh, no, our whole family. Minus Sam,
well,
because he's at college.
Here, right.
But the poor photographer lady, she had to hate us.
Did you like do your hair and get all dressed?
No, I look terrible. But I just got my hair colored, so it didn't look horrible. Like look like this.
Do you want to get that hair out of your mouth? Yeah.
I'm hoping it's not a leg from the bug.
No, they're right there on the table. Don't worry.
So the kids were being so ornery and nobody looked good because everybody was laughing because they were being goofy. And this poor lady was like working so hard to get everybody the right height. They had us standing on things, sitting on things. And the kids were just goofing around.
It seems so silly to
me. And so apparently they upsell you pictures. I'm like,
you can purchase the church pictures?
You can purchase them. Jim and Nancy did. They got each one of the kids. We got a picture of them. Anyways, they didn't even ask us because I think they're like, these pictures, this family is such a disaster. They would never want these pictures. Like it was so terrible for this poor lady who was trying so hard to do her best work.
Never got it.
And we were her subjects. It was pretty rough.
This is quite an interesting scenario.
It was something. Needless to say, the kids wanted to know why they're not on the board for advertising. And I said, look at your pictures.
This is why.
They're making goofball faces. Until next time, friends, we're Mismatched.